Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video, and in today's video it is day 2 of Season 5 of Grand Party, and we are diving in for our Pirate Rumble matches for the Grand Party for day 2, utilizing Mr. Man right here, Red Rock Luffy. Now, Red Rock Luffy 6+, is a very, very good 6+, and when this guy first came out, he was very, very good in Rumble. However, with his 6+, he didn't really get that much. But I do want to take him into some Grand Party and see how he goes up against some Strength teams and then against some Dex teams. Now, he does boost Quick, Strength, and Free Spirit. He's like the only Luffy that you want to boost Fighter, but he doesn't actually boost Fighter. So, a little bit annoying, but he's still very, very good. Not the best Luffy for Grand Party, but like I said, we had to take him in. And diving into our first match, we actually found a Kid build. Now, this Kid build, it's pretty chunky. Like, 212k. It's pretty chunky. However, their first fight is a Dex fight, so we can use our Strength team. Then we can use our Quick Driven, and then we can use our Quick. So I'm pretty confident we can get the 2 fights at the bottom there done. As for the Dex team, going up against Dex is a little bit challenging, but we do have some retries because we are only on our 3rd win. So, just like we do on day 1, we are going to dive in and we are going to test it. Even with not super confidence, I feel like we can definitely go in, try some fights, use some retries if we need to, and sort of test out how Red Rock Luffy goes. Now, once we get towards the back end of the Grand Party, we'll go back to using stuff like Whitebeard Roger and the GOAT Roger. But I do really want to test out Red Rock Luffy. I really want to test out 6+ Uto again. I was having a lot of fun with 6+ Uto yesterday. And Kid Luffy. I think Kid Luffy is going to be really, really fun to use as well. So, let's see how we go here. Obviously, their bench is pretty chonk. That Zoro in the back is scary, but I always love seeing a Dex team that does not have Doflamingo on it. A Dex team without Doflamingo, it's a lot easier to digest. They have Pell as well, but Pell's in the back, so super interesting that they're opting to use Pell in the back. Good for us, because like Pell's an absolute demon, so they're pretty chunky still, but we haven't used our specials. I think Ace is gone. Alright, once Kid and once Kuma go, though, it's a bit of a different story. Kid hit really hard there. Like, really, really hard. It was really good that Luffy already went as well, because Luffy would have basically given 100% cooldowns to someone. Cat Viper's going to hit his special. It's going to do damage, but we're going to be okay. Once Kuma goes, if Kuma could go, that would be awesome. Thank you very much, Kuma. You ask and you shall receive sometimes. It's like Kuma is going to kill some units. Will Boa kill some units too? Oh, Boa will. You love to see it. From this point on, like, we're Gucci. Like, it's hunky-dory from here. Absolutely hunky-dory. The upside about the enemy having Kid as their leader is that Kid doesn't boost Dex. He boosts Quick and Strength as well. Pretty sure he boosts Strikers or Driven. I want to say he does Strikers. I might be wrong there. It might be Driven. But if it's Driven, there's no reason why there should not be Doflamingo on this particular team. That or he just like doesn't have Doflamingo. But like, it's a 221k team. Like, surely you have Doflamingo. But first fight in the bag. You love to see it. Strength team, going hard. You gotta love it. Getting the Free Spirit buffs with Boa and Ace and the Shooter's buff as well just works an absolute treat there. So that worked out really well. Kuma's hitting like an absolute freight train as well because Kuma is just doing Kumery things. Alright, so now we're using the Quick Driven team. Now, under Luffy, this particular team is just kind of like that staple team that you put on. No matter who you have as a leader, you just have like that one go-to team, like the Dex team, like the Psy team. Well, the Quick Driven team is the team for Luffy because Luffy still boosts Quick, but he only boosts Free Spirit. So none of these characters are getting the Free Spirit buffs. None of them are getting the rule buffs really because there are no shooters here. But we're still getting the stuff from Luffy. Now we can use the haste ability of Luffy here. I don't think we're... Oh, okay, we probably should have used it to try and get a Kainu because getting a Kainu off there before Smoothie would have been so good for us. But, nevertheless, Orochi going is actually monstrous. Special binds, no one. You love to see that. That's fun. Alright, now we're going to do this. We're going to use the burst now because I do want to see some characters bring up some specials. Akainu got some haste there, which is great. So did Tesoro. You love to see that. Big haste from Luffy there. That was good. That was really good. That was a big haste from Luffy, giving Tesoro and Shiki, and then also giving Akainu now. Absolute demon mode. Let's go, Akainu. Pop off. Pop off, King. Pop off. Haste ability is so ridiculously strong. It's up there with half stats. Like half stats is like here, and then Haze is like here. When I say up there with half stats, but it's a ridiculously powerful ability. The big downfall I am finding to Red Rock Luffy is actually getting his GP burst to pop off twice. We are going to use it right now, Red Roku, just to win the fight, because that is going to wrap up the very first fight of day 2, utilizing Red Rock Luffy. Let's move on to the next fight, or the next teams. Alright, so on to the second match of day 2, and we found another kid build. Again, look at these fights. Look at the guys that we're coming up against. Absolutely crazy. Where was this yesterday when we were testing? However, we are going to take on Kid once again, and this time we're going to sort of shuffle some things around. We are going to use our quick team against their strength team. We're going to use our quick driven against their quick driven. I should bring their teams up, right? And then we're going to use our strength team again against their bottom team. Now, this particular Kid is a little bit tailor-made to what Kid actually provides. Now, Kid boosts Dex and Strength, not Quick and Strength. I totally stuffed that up. But he also does Driven. So he doesn't do Striker, he does Driven. Again, stuffed that up as well. But this particular build does seem a little bit more tailor-made to what Kid is trying to provide for his teams. So, we are going to take on their Strength team first. Now, our Quick team, with Luffy on it, is sort of built to take down Strength. Now, Luffy's really good if you can see the enemy's teams. Now, in early GP, he's going to be a great option for just getting some easy wins. But when you are doing like the 12 to 15, he's not going to be a go-forward. So that's why we're showcasing him early here. Plus, it's Red Rock Luffy. Everyone loves seeing Red Rock Luffy. As I mentioned, though, the Red Rock Luffy team that I have put together is tailor-made to basically target Strength. Like, it's the idea here is we are going after Strength. Izo Kiku, that was big. Was that 9k? We're going after Izo Kiku and Shiryu against Strength characters. We would have put a Kainu here, but a Kainu has to go on the Quick Driven team. Like, it just has to. And then we also have a bunch of shooter characters. Uta, Izo Kiku, and Frankie are all shooters, whilst also Frankie being a free spirit character, which is really, really nice for the Luffy buffs, but also from the rule buffs. It works exceptionally well. The thing about having your captain on the team is you get level 4 defense up to shooter characters. It's only for shooters when you have your captain on that crew. So Luffy being on the crew activates that part of the rule set, which means shooter characters are getting that extra defense, which means Uta, Izo Kiku, and Frankie are all getting buffed there, and it works out pretty nicely. As you guys can see there, after we popped all our specials off, we did put ourselves in a really, really good position. Uta's great because she just gets her specials so quick. The cooldowns is great. The CT cooldown that Shiryu is giving is awesome. And at this point, we can pretty much sort of just we can sort of just tank shots for days here. You love to see it. The only thing that I'm worried about is Otama going off, and she's gonna go off. She's gonna heal. She was special binded, but I think she got cooldowns from Sanda Sonia, so we are gonna have to take another round of specials, unfortunately. Kaido's not a threat to us because we're not running Dex, so we don't have to worry about the half stats. We can now do some HP cuts with Frankie. That's a big reason why he's here. And then Luffy honestly should just like wrap this up, right? Okay, no, only kill Sanda Sonia. Taking out Sanda Sonia is nice though. Special bind here. Izo Kiku does so much damage, man. Yeah, nice. Beautiful, you love to see it. So that was the strength team down. Again, fairly confident in that because we've built our quick team to take down strength. But now we are going to go up against quick driven versus quick driven. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm at... do I want to? No, we'll just take the win. I was going to say, for the sake of the video, let's try and get to the final fight and go up against this guy's Dex team. Because our strength team, it's pretty nice against Dex, if I'm honest. It does some bits. But as you guys can see, it's pretty much a mirror match here. They're using Kaido, where we're using Orochi. We're using Kanjuro, where they're using Shiryu. Now, Shiryu is great, but he's obviously tailor-made for strength, where Fuji is just a god. Fuji's just infinitely better. So we should have better tanking, while we both have the same amount of CT speed, because... Or actually, he has more CT speed because Shiryu's giving CT speed. Fuji's giving himself CT speed, that's why he pops off there. But now we've got guard, which is great. I could easily pop the Luffy special here just to get some haste, but I feel like being cheeky, and I feel like we're just going to let this rock no GP burst. We're going to let this rock no GP burst, see how we go, see if we get to that final fight, and then we'll use our Luffy shenanigans there, I think. I really want to see how we go in that Luffy shenanigans in the back there. Can we get a special bind off, please, Orochi? The reason I brought you is for special bind. Brother. My gosh. Okay, Kaido is going to hit. I would love to kill Tesoro before he goes. My Tesoro's underneath his Tesoro. Of course it is. Of course it is. Alright, well, let's see if he has his Tesoro at level limit break 5. Okay, now my Tesoro is binded. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, that's just fixed damage. Man, the upside to this quick driven team is it has so much HP cutting and so much fixed damage that it just does absolute bits, even if you have such a high HP pool. Okay, nice. We're going to take out his Tesoro. He's a kind who's still going to go, though. Unless... you love to see it. This is why Fuji's just better, man. This is why Fuji's better. He's just better. And then just to wrap it up for the sake of the video, because, like, I said no GP burst, but, like, we've won. Like, it's over. Like, it's over. So, it is what it is there. I did want to try and get it to go to the final fight, but, like, look, it is what it is, man. Quick Driven is just too good. Quick Driven is just too good. We're also getting more driven, quick powerhouse units as well. Wait, he had Fuji in the back? What are you using Fuji in the back for? This guy, man. This is a crazy world we live in. Crazy world we live in. Who runs Fuji in the back? Brother, I don't know the Korean community, but if any of you guys are watching this and can read this guy's name, can someone please send the homie a DM? Tell him to put Fuji in the front. What is going on? Just send this guy a message. Tell him to get Shiryu out of there and put Fuji in the front. He's just better. He's just all-round better. Facts. Final fight time. Alright, so final fight of day 2, and we have a Super Tandem Luffy build here. And the reason we're versing Super Tandem Luffy is because our two teams, the ones that you guys, the cheeky ones you've been seeing, the quick one to take down Strength should work very, very well there. And then our Strength team to take on their Dex team should go pretty hard there as well. Dofi's on the team, Pel's on the team. It's a scary Dex team. I think we can get it done. There's no side build. Opted to go with no side with the nerfs. We do have the quick driven at the back there as well. So we're going to rock it. We're going to roll it. We're going to send it. See how we go. No side build for a Luffy, Super Tandem Luffy is interesting to me because the way Super Tandem Luffy's burst works is he directly gives haste to Dex and side characters. So very interested they opted to not go for a side team and went with a quick team instead. I understand quick is really, really high boosted for this particular Pirate Rumble, but you got to remember your GP leader is what you build the teams around. Like you want to sort of tailor make the teams you have decided on after you focus on your GP leader. Like that should be the priority when it comes to sort of team building out for this team. Something I haven't touched on with this Luffy, by the way, something that I do struggle with is getting his burst. What makes a good GP leader, in my opinion, in the meta that we currently have is the ability to easily attain your GP burst. And Luffy's GP burst, you have to knock out enemies. Holy crap, we get so much damage there. Ace and Odin get special binded. That is crazy. That's nuts. That's so wild. That's a wrap. Like that's an absolute wrap. Kid's dead. That's a wrap. Like even if the Straw Hat crew go, like which they're not going to, because I feel like we're going to kill them. I don't know. Did they pop their revive? I don't think they did. Either way, like this is not fair. As I was saying, the ability to get your GP burst is what makes a GP leader so powerful. And Luffy, you have to kill the opposition. Like you actually have to defeat enemies to actually get that burst up. So very rarely, like you are banking on winning the first fight, basically. Like you want to make sure that you win. Okay, that's a waste of a burst. Like why would you do that? Well, that's fine. It's good for me, but not good for them. Oh, that's terrible timing for them too. That's just terrible timing. Iso Kiku, please just... Even if Straw Hat Crew was to go off there, it wouldn't have mattered because they have no free spirit characters. So, look, it is what it is. Again, as I was saying, GP leader is good with GP burst. And Luffy, you have to kill enemies. So, you're not really seeing that until the second fight. And then if you lose the second fight, you're not really seeing it in the third fight. So, it's a little bit of a bummer. Characters like Roger, characters like the new Luffy and the new Ace, Uta 6++, even Super Tandem Luffy and Uta top musical form. It's very easy to get that burst. And when you are building, and what Roger wiped it as well, when you are building GP teams for offense, the first thing I look at is how easy it is to get their burst off. Their ability comes a very close second. But if they can't get their burst off easily, it just hinders you so drastic. Got to remember, GP ability and GP burst is what separates GP from regular Rumble. So you really want to take that into consideration. You really want to focus on it. And the burst can completely change the game. It can save you as well if you are doing damage. Okay, this is going to be interesting because they are going to get 100% cooldowns. Luffy's going to get it. Dog's going to get it. That's not a worry. The dog's not a worry, but Luffy's a bit of a worry. Not going to get the haste though, which is fine because we haven't done damage. So that's okay. That's honestly fine. I'm more than okay with that. Ace should hit really hard here. Okay. I forgot that Dex is disgustingly tanky. I forgot how tanky Dex is. I'm like, oh yeah, I should hit really hard here. Okay. Once Kid gets his special, I am going like special charge. I am going to pop the burst. I really want to make sure. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. We're going to do this now. We really want to make sure. Oh, ideally, Kid and Kuma right here. Kid and Kuma, please give the haste to. Alright, Kid did get haste. I did see Kid there. This is so powerful, this haste ability. Getting that haste ability for Kid is so ridiculously powerful. Like, it's wild how powerful it is. Boa is going to do some terrible damage, but some nice little stun and shenanigans. Alright, see you later. Who are we killing? Okay, we killed everyone but the 2 units that I'm worried about. I would have loved to have killed Luffy, and I would have loved to have killed Pell. Luffy is going to be attacking the opposition, which is great. And Doflamingo is coming in on a very low cooldown, which is a bit scary because it means that... Oh, no, this is going to do damage. Okay. I've been way off with the this is going to do damage situation. Alright, watch Doflamingo get the cooldowns. Okay, Dalton did. That's actually okay. If Dofi got the cooldowns in and then Dofi just popped off, I would have been like, bro, you're kidding me, right? Honestly, I think Dofi popping off might have been better for us, if I'm honest. Pell is going to kill Ace here, for sure. Okay, Santa Sonya went after that. Black-Led Sanji is going to hit there. If Kid had his special right here, it would be game. They're all bunched together. It would have been the perfect opportunity to do that. Santa Sonya is going to give the cooldowns to Kid, which would have been great. Okay, here we go. We got some stun going with Boa. We really want to get the stun ability off on Doflamingo. Okay, we only got off on Sanji. Kill Dofi, please. Yes, you love to see it. Kuma with the clutch. Kuma with that clutch. And then Kid's going to come in anyway, so... GG, that is a wrap. You love to see it. So that is going to wrap up day 2 of Grand Party with the newest 6+, the Beast, the God, ROC Luffy. Absolute demon. He's a very, very cool character. Some of the best animations in the game. Some of the best art in the game. And in regular play, he's an absolute monster. In Grand Party, he can definitely do bits as long as you can see the enemy's team. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button for me. If you're new to the channel, you haven't done so already, hit that big red subscribe button. Most importantly, though, wherever you guys are in these beautiful worlds, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know how you guys are going in Grand Party in the comment section below. While you're down there, like button, subscribe button, hit it. It helps me out, and I appreciate the hell out of you. Enjoy your night, enjoy your day, enjoy your evening. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.